people say, well, I want to make more money. Well, I want to tell you this. How advanced of a salesman are you? Do you guys understand how money's made? Look, guys, money is made in lots of different ways. Is money made on the trade-in? Yeah. And if you don't know what that means, let me just sum it up in 2 seconds. Customer sees a price, right? And you're trying to price your truck at $35,900 and it's on the internet for $31,900 because you're like, I want to make a $5,000 deal. And guess what happens? The customer sees $35,900 and then they somehow find out where you're at and they go to your website. Then they call you a liar and they turn you into the motor vehicle commission. They call your manager. Now you're getting heat on you. Well, here's my point. What about this? If you want to make $5,000, don't mark it up. Put the $31,900 that it's on there for. If it's got a good markup in it, it does. If it doesn't, that's okay. You know why? Because 70% of the people on the market have trades. That's 7 out of 10 people. You know what happens? When they come into the dealership, what do you have? You have a great price car. You think they drove 2 hours to come buy your car that's priced too high? No, because it's priced right. Now, if you have cars that are priced right, can you afford to give them all the money for their trade? No. Why? Because if you'd have given the customer all the money for this trade, would they be able to buy it at that price? No. So when they call on the phone, they say, hey, well, I want to know what my trade's worth before I come down. You can say, guys, in person, look, I'm going to tell you my GM, he loves trade-ins. We don't stay in, like high in business and do tons of business by giving not enough for trade-ins. I'm going to tell you, unfortunately, it's almost impossible to give a value over the phone that you would be happy with. So I would tell you this, if you love the car, if you love everything I've told you about the car, guys, come in and check it out. And I'm going to tell you at the end of the day, you're not going to drive out of here without the new car. That's what we do. So they come in and they have a trade-in. And let's say your manager says, oh man, that's a good trade. That's worth $10,000. Well, guess what? I show the customer $6,000 for theirs. I say, guys, great news. $31,900 price on ours, $6,000 for your trade. This is going to be, oh, I want more for my trade. Guess what? Good thing I'll train over that. I want more for my trade video. Go to it, watch it. Now you can overcome it. You close them at $6,000 for their trade. Your manager ACVs it, actual cash value. You pick up $4,000 in gross just by holding on the trade-in. So watch this. The car, you had 30 grand in it, right? So that's $1,900, right? And then you picked up 4 grand holding on the trade. Dude, now you got a $5,900 payable gross deal. Did you mark up your internet price? No, you didn't need to. And honestly, the customer, when they went in there and bought your car, they felt that, they can understand why they're not going to get crazy money for their trade because they're not paying crazy money for your car. Guys, I'm showing you, this is called advanced selling. Buy in, change your life. This is why sometimes I talk about, guys, come to the seminar. Guys, learn stuff. When I do virtual online training, come to it. Because I'm going to tell you, you don't know what you don't know. And a lot of the times, there isn't someone in your store that's an expert in selling 40 to 50 cars a month right now in 2019 and 2020. So guess what happens? You guys don't know how that guy across town is doing it. Let me tell you how he knows. He knows because he has an extremely good mentor, right? That understands the marketplace constantly, which I believe that guy's out there. Or I'm training them. So guess what? When I say this, I don't know where else you go in the marketplace right now for training to become great at car selling. I know where you go to become a realtor, an investor, to do e-commerce. You know what I'm saying? To sell stuff off eBay. I know where those people are, but the car business? Guys, I think people gave up on the car business a long time ago on training and going in because honestly, I say this all the time, dealers will spend $10 million on a facility. They'll spend $10 million on a building. Man, I want to open a car dealership. We're going to make a whole bunch of money. They spend $10 million on a car dealership. They spend $5 million on pre-owned cars and new cars out there on the lot. Hell, way more than that. But let's just say it's $5 million. Now they spend $15 million so far. They got the building, they got the cars, right? And you know what they do? They need to hire some people. Now they got to get customers in there. So they go spend $100,000 in advertising, right? Now they got people coming in, but they won't spend one damn dollar training the salespeople and the managers that are responsible for selling all those cars. And that's honestly why I think you don't have a lot of great car sales trainers out there, because Honestly, like they've been weeded out. I think there's a ton of great car guys out there. But why they don't train dealerships anymore are honestly because a lot of times dealerships, they tell you they want you to be the best salesman in the world, but they're not willing to invest in you. Let me try something with you real quick. Take me up on this, okay? And for anybody that's watched my content, anybody that's seen the way that I close, negotiate, train, overcome objections, right? Do Facebook Marketplace. Guys, I'm diving into remarketing right now harder than ever because it's the biggest niche. And that's not what this is about. This is how to write a great ad and post it. But I want to tell you this. Do you think that your store invests in their people or not? I want you to think about who you work for and where you're at. This is a test. You want to come to my seminar? Okay? It's not all the way filled up yet. It's a one-day event. It's December 13th at night, okay, for 2.5 hours just to get to know you. And then it's Saturday all day long, which is December 14th from 9 to 5. Guys, even if you couldn't make the night and you could only make Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and miss one day of work, you would go back home and you would make 3 to 5 times more money the next year because of everything I'll teach you. But remember how I talked to you just now about why there's not any great car salesman trainers out there and why it's really hard for you to learn stuff and why you really need to pay attention? Is because dealerships don't invest in their people. Whether you've got the best owner in the world and he comes up and gives you a hug in the morning and tells you how wonderful, I hope you're having a wonderful day, man. Isn't it great to work here? Man, I hope you had a great weekend. That's great. Do me a favor. Ask him this. And this is a time to tell you about how they invest in people, okay? If there was a guy that was selling real estate and he went to the place he sells real estate and says, hey, I want to go to this real estate school to learn how to sell more houses. You know what they would say? Done. Book the trip. Get your airfare, get your hotel, and how much does it cost? $1,500? Done. $1,500? Shit. For you to make us an extra $1 million? Get out of here. Go to that training. I need you to come back home and kill it for us. You do that in car sales. Watch this. It's real simple. I charge 3 payments of $399, right? Or one time pay $997. Guys, for less than $1,000 to get the best training of your life when no one else will spend investment in you, is that anything to a car dealer? That's nothing. You go to your car dealership, and I want you to do this. You go to your GM, go to your owner, and say, hey, I want to go to this seminar, and I want you to see me as an investment, please. And I hope you already do. But I'm a little tight on funds, and I don't want to be tight on funds anymore. And I want to make this store a ton of money, and I'm a committed employee. And I appreciate all the training that you give me in-house here at the store. I'm grateful for it all. But I want to go to deeper waters, play with bigger fish, and I want to learn things and find niches in the marketplace that I can bring back home, make my family more money, and make you as a store more money. Would you invest $997 in me, please? That way I can go to this one-day seminar and come back home and kill it. And I'm going to tell you, at that point when you ask that question, you'll see whether your store invests in you or not. And I promise you this, give your best pitch you got. If you want to come to this seminar, give your best sell you got. And if they say no and they won't pay, if they do say yes, boom, let's go. Get your butt to the seminar. It got paid for by free for your company, but guess what? More than likely, I'm going to bet you here, okay? 1 out of every 10 people that ask, 1 will get a yes, 9 will get a no. They'll say, we'll just train you here. Well, no. That's not what I want, okay? Because I see all the other guys, see all these other salesmen that are here, these other 20. I don't want to be like them. So in order for me to be different, I need to know things that they don't know. Okay, so I need to get out of here for one day. And I need to go learn stuff and then come back and then make you more money. No, I don't think now's a good time. Why don't you get yourself a book? That's why you guys have to pay for it yourself, because guess what? If you don't do it, no one's ever going to do it, and it's never going to get done. And I know that because I've been in the car business for 22 years, and all I do is I love salesmen. I love people in the sales game. I love people in the sales business. And honestly, I love your families. When I tell you how important your families are, they're important to me. If anybody has ever called me, okay, if anybody has ever texted me, any of you on the other side of the screen that I talk to on a daily basis, what's one thing that I always talk to you about in the first couple seconds? Hey, are you married? Do you have kids? You know what I'm saying? You know, what are you doing this for? What is your why? How old are you? How long have you been in? Because I'm trying to understand exactly where you are, because this industry is so good. I don't want for you to think that, you know what, like, damn, man, you know, like everybody is like, this is a crappy business. No, you're in a great business. I just want to let you know you're on your own. Which honestly, if I'm on my own and I understand that I'm on my own, I do great. But if I think other people have my back and they don't have my back, and I need to be on my own, now I'm confused and nothing's happening. Hey, I'm one of those people, I just need to understand what's happening, and then I can crush it and kill it, okay? So that's a little lesson on the seminar part, and I want to explain to you that when you want to create niches, you guys have to go out there and find those, well, A, you have to learn how to make more gross, but B, you have to learn how to sell more.